Hi, Martin. Start your video and your audio if you can. Hi there. Whoops. I can't hear you. There you are.
Yeah.
All right. So did you have a good day?
Yeah.
Good. Something new that they've started is they're making recordings. So tonight's being recorded. And so if you, once I know how to tell you to get on, you can go on the recording and watch it again if you need to. Okay?
Yeah.
So as soon as I know how, this is all new, isn't it? Okay. We're going to start on the workbook, and this is the workbook.
Okay. Well,
Page 77. That's kind of where we left off. But we can wait a few minutes longer. America talked like she might be able to come. And Norma talked like she might be able to come. And I don't know what happened to Rosa.
no Rosa?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's, you know, she was such a help and she was doing so well. And I don't know what's happened. She hasn't been able to be here. So we help the ones we can, right?
Yeah. Page 77.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It has a picture of a kitchen and a stove.
Okay.
Yes, the black and white one.
Yes. Yes, ready.
Okay. Well, you want to go ahead and get started and then we'll just let anyone else come in that comes. Now, do you need us to go over page 76? That's about sunny, modern, large, small. Do you want me to start there or just on 77?
The 76. Yes, ready. The start is 77.
Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Our verse for today is do for others what you want them to do for you. Matthew 7:12. In other words, if I want to be treated right, I have to treat you right. So I treat you the way I want to be treated. And then you treat me the way you want to be treated, and we should be nice to each other. And if we could be nice, I think that God would appreciate it, and so would we, and so would the people we meet.
Okay.
Now, one of the things that is difficult between English and Spanish is that the vowels have so many sounds. Just the A can have 6 or 7 different sounds.
Yeah.
the O can have 6 or 7 different sounds. And so
Okay.
if it would help you, these are the letters in English, and then maybe you could write in Spanish next to them a way to remember this is called A.
Okay.
This is called E.
Mm-hmm.
This is called I. So
Okay.
this would be something that you would put in your notebook. So you want me to go through that slowly so you can write it down?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have the English and then you have the Spanish.
Yeah.
And so this is called A. So what would you write in Spanish to help you remember to say A for that?
I'm writing
So
in
you write
Spanish.
something over here in Spanish.
Yeah, in Spanish is I, in English A, right?
Yes, but maybe you need something else here. What could
Mm-hmm.
you put here that would help you to call it an A?
Chicolo.
What would help you? If you were told to spell a word and it's
In
A,
spell,
what would you
in
say?
in English es X y en Spanish es H, right?
So whatever you need to write here, this is to help you. How do you make sure that you call this an A? What would you write over here to help you to call it an A? Is there a Spanish word that's A?
No, in Spanish is A.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so we'll just put an A there.
Mm-hmm.
So here is an E.
Yep.
That's not the same as what you call it in Spanish. So what could you put over here for the E to know that you call it in English, that you call it E?
Mm, Um, it's A. It's little E.
So would you put an E here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this is an I in English. So what would you call it in Spanish?
I, in Spanish. In Spanish is I.
Okay, and then this is an O. And what would
Uh,
you call it in Spanish? An O?
O.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
O's not as hard as E and I. E and I are much harder. All right, and then this is called a U. So what would you call it in Spanish?
In Spanish is you. Is um. I- Spelling Spanish is el spell in Spanish, right?
Right,
Right. You is I you.
like that?
No,
No,
es little.
like that?
Yes, correct.
Okay. So anyway, this is just maybe something to help you because the vowels are the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
There are others that you're going to find hard, but the vowels seem to be the hardest. Okay, so our workbook
Mhm,
on page 77,
mhm,
you have to go by the word that's after, oh, get out of the way. The word that's after the blank. This is where
mhm,
you're going to put the word that you're going to put in there. And this is one. So
mhm.
is for one.
Okay,
Are is plural for two.
okay,
So there blank one bedroom. So what would I put here?
okay. Yeah, push, I, S, yes, correct.
The is. Yes, because is for one.
Mm-hmm. Yes, right.
Okay.
Es por two,
All
es
right.
there are five bedroom.
So you would put are here
Yes,
because there are five. There's more than one.
yes, push R, A, R, O, R, A, R, A. This right.
This one right here.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Correct.
Okay. And number three,
There, there are three clothes.
good. That's
Mm-hmm.
correct. So you would
Mm-hmm.
put are. And you can either write them in here or just circle them over here. I,
Okay.
I have them highlighted over here, but that's the way the book is. So I just highlighted it. Okay.
Okay.
So number four.
Okay. Um, there is a large kitchen.
Yes.
This is E
And it's
S.
is because of that A, there is
Mhm.
that means one.
Yeah,
Means the same as one. So a large
yeah,
kitchen, one bedroom, it's
a large,
talking about one. Okay, and number
yeah.
five,
There is a modern bathroom.
yes, very
This
good.
is, there is, right?
Okay, and number six,
Um, there are four sunny bedroom.
very
There,
good,
there are.
very
Mhm,
good.
mhm. Um, Number
Seven,
seven. Okay. There is a large garage.
that's correct.
Mhm.
Now I have to
Um,
go down a little ways. So number eight,
there is a laundry room.
very good.
Um, Number nine is there are two large
Two,
bath, bath two,
two.
two large bathroom.
Okay,
There are.
very good. And
Mm,
that word is two, dos.
okay.
That word
Okay.
is two.
Mhm,
I know it doesn't look like it. That's why you
mhm.
have to just practice.
Yeah.
Okay, and number 10.
Yeah. Number 10 is there is a small kitchen.
Very good.
Mhm,
Okay,
mhm.
now then, on C, you just put the verb is or are. On
Okay.
D, you're going to put there is, if there's one, or there are, if there's more than one.
Okay.
So on number 1, it says there is a modern kitchen.
Mhm. Number 2, there is number 1. Okay. Ready?
And what would number 2 be?
Number 2 is there are food bathroom.
Very good. Because 4 is more than 1. So it's plural, so you have to use are. Very good. You're doing great.
Number 3 is this one. Just ready.
I've got it here, but I haven't shown it yet.
Yeah, I
So
got it.
you read it.
The number 3 is there is a large living room.
Yes. Very good.
Number 4 is there is a large basement.
It looks like bass, but it's supposed to be base. Don't ask me. It's basement. Basement.
Basement.
Yes.
Correct.
That's that room under the house, and a lot of times it's underground.
Okay.
That's down under the house. It's not usually where you live. You might park the car there, or might have storage there, or my neighbor has made a little apartment out of it.
Yeah.
But that's down. Okay, and then number 5.
Is there are twice small bathroom.
Very good. Here's that 2 again.
Yes, 2.
Yes, that's
Small.
2. It's the same. See, you have TWO, you
Yeah.
have 2 TO, and you have 2 OO. So all 3 of those are called 2.
Okay.
They mean something different, but they're all, you say it just like you say this, 2.
Yes, en T W O y T O es different sunny or what or this less same.
The sound is the same, but they mean different. Okay, this one means
2,
that.
yes, yes, 2, right?
Yes. This one is like go to the store.
Yeah.
And this one is I am going to. Oh, it went on the other line. Let me move this.
Okay.
So I am going to. So see, it means each of them means something a little different.
Yeah.
So this is the number. This is like going to the store, going to work, something like that. And then this one means I want to go as well. So you're going to go to the store. And your son says, I want to go too. Okay? That makes sense?
Yes.
All right. And so then number 6.
Number 6 is there is a mother dining room.
Good.
Number 7, where is number 7 is there are 6 closets.
You're doing great. Very good.
Okay, perfect. The number 8 is there is a large laundry room.
Yes.
Number 9 is there is a sunny picture. Is
That's correct.
number 10 is there are four large closets. Large
Perfect.
closets. Mhm.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, now let's go to the other book, and that's called The Text,
Page 108.
page 118. Oh, now, I have all of this on my bed because that's the only place big enough to put it all, and it's
Yeah.
still not big enough. I'm getting the wire all mixed up with it.
Yeah, mix it. Yeah.
So it's page 118, page
Yes. Let's
118.
read. Mhm.
Okay, this at the top, it says furniture, appliances, is there, and are there. So on this page, we're just going to talk about furniture and appliances in the house.
Okay.
So we're going to think about you're sitting on a chair, you're sitting at a table, things like that.
Mhm.
All right, you see the picture there?
Yeah.
What's number one?
Number 1 is refrigerator.
That's correct. And number two?
Number 2 is stufa.
Stove.
Stove.
Yes.
Stove. Number 3.
Let's see. It's spelled like this,
Mhm.
and it's called a stove.
Mhm.
Remember, in English, things are different. And
Yeah.
most of the time, if that E is on the end of the word, you don't say it. It's
Okay.
silent. Okay? All
Mhm.
right. And number three?
Sink.
Okay. And we'll go through this in just a minute, but anything that you get the water into and wash something in is called a sink. Okay, and number
Yeah.
four.
And number 4 is dishwasher.
Okay, you want to see my dishwasher?
Yeah.
Look,
Mhm.
here's my dishwasher,
Yeah.
okay?
No, yeah, dishwasher. Oh yeah, this is the watcher the plate, the glass, the spoon. Yeah.
These are my dishwashers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and number three, in the bathroom.
The number is 3 or number 5.
Three, in the
3
bathroom.
is 3. This in the bedroom. Yeah. Number 3 is sink.
That's right. So
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter if it's in the kitchen where you turn the water on and the water comes in and there's a drain for the water to go out. That's a
Yeah.
sink. Whether it's in
Mm-hmm.
the kitchen or the bathroom, or I even have one in my laundry room.
My laundry, correct.
So, you know, it can be in different rooms. Some people may have one in the garage. So it's
Yeah.
any place where the water comes in and it can drain out and you can wash things. All right,
Okay.
and then what's number five?
Number 5 is uh bed.
Right. And number
Mm-hmm.
six?
Number 6 is a dresser.
Yes. So it's a place where you fold the clothes up and put them. So a
Mm-hmm.
lot of times the undershirts will and the socks will go in the dresser.
Yeah.
Okay. And number seven?
Number 7 is a lamp.
Yes. And a lamp doesn't have to be in a certain room. And some lamps have a long stand so that it stands up, and some have to sit on a table.
Yeah.
Okay. And number 8.
Sofa.
And people are going to call this many different names.
Yeah.
So if you're not sure what they're talking about, maybe ask them to say some more words like that, because a sofa, they can call it all sorts of different things. And even in the advertisements for the furniture stores,
Yeah.
they might call it more than one thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and number 9.
Number 9 is chair.
And it doesn't matter whether the chair is all wood,
Yeah.
or it's covered in cloth, or whether it's in the living room or the bedroom or the dining room, it's still a chair.
Yeah.
Okay. And see, number 9, in the dining room, there's another chair.
Number 9 is the chair.
And number 10?
Number 10 is the table.
And see, in front of the sofa, there's a small table, and the lamp is on a table. So the table is not a certain size, it's just something that holds things on top of it. Like the dining room table holds your food while you eat.
Okay, in the bed, in the dining room, okay.
And number 11?
Number 11 is a washing machine.
And 12?
It's dryer.
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 Yes.
Dryer.
Yes, I know. It doesn't look like it, but it's dryer. Dryer.
Dryer. Okay. Dryer.
Okay. I'm going to have to get to where we can hear these. And right now I'm having a little trouble. So just a minute.
Okay.
And repeat.
Look.
Okay, now look at the pictures again. Look at the furniture and appliances. Listen and point, listen and repeat. And then B, listen and read, listen and repeat.
118. Exercise A. Listen and point. 1. Refrigerator. 2. Stove.
2.
3. Sink. 4. Dishwasher.
Dishwasher.
5. Bed. 6. Dresser.
Dresser. Steel.
7. Lamp. 8. Sofa. 9. Chair. 10. Table. 11. Washing machine. 12. Dryer. Listen and repeat. 1. Refrigerator. 2. Stove. 3. Sink. 4. Dishwasher. 5. Bed. 6. Dresser. 7. Lamp. 8. Sofa. 9. Chair. 10. Table.
Table.
11. Washing machine.
Washing machine.
12. Dryer.
Dryer.
Page 118. Exercise B. Listen and read. 1. Refrigerator.
Refrigerator.
2. Stove.
Stove.
3. Sink.
Sink.
4. Dishwasher.
Dishwasher.
5. Bed.
Bed.
6. Dresser.
Dressing.
7.
Lamp.
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 8. Sofa.
Sofa.
9. Chair.
Chair.
10. Table.
Table.
11. Washing machine.
Wash machine.
12. Dryer.
Drawer. Dryer.
Listen and repeat. 1. Refrigerator.
Refrigerator.
2. Stove.
Stove.
3. Sink.
Sink.
4. Dishwasher.
Dishwasher.
5. Bed.
Bed.
6. Dresser.
Dressing.
7. Lamp.
Lamp.
8. Sofa.
Sofa.
9. Chair.
Chair.
10. Table.
Table.
11. Washing machine.
Washing machine.
12. Dryer.
Dryer.
Okay. Any
Okay.
questions?
I think it's okay.
All right.
Mhm.
You had a little trouble with stove at the beginning, but then now you're saying it well. And you had a little trouble with dryer and you're saying it well. It's practice. That's all you can say. Then
Okay.
on C, look at the words in B and what do you have in your apartment or house? So write down in those places the things that you have in your house.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. Yeah, it's ready.
All right. In my house, I have a refrigerator. I have a stove. I have 3 sinks. I don't have a dishwasher. I'm the dishwasher. But I have a bed and I have a dresser. I have many lamps because the house that I lived in before didn't have ceiling lights. I had to have lamps in the different rooms. I
Okay.
don't have a sofa. My living room is not big enough for a sofa. I have several chairs. I have several tables. I
Okay.
have a washing machine and I have a dryer.
Okay.
So what do you have in your house?
In my house, this is refrigerator. Um, two bed. Two sofa. Two sink. One table is small table.
Mhm.
I have washing machine, drawer,
Dryer.
dryer. I have a dryer. This is two lamp, um, two TV. That's the
Okay. Now,
Mhm.
it seems like dryer is a problem word for you. So do you have your notebook there? And write that down to remind you to practice on it. Okay?
Mhm.
All right. On page 119, 119, it
Okay.
has a picture of two people right here.
Yeah.
And one of them is called a tenant. So that's the person who is the renter. So,
Yeah.
do you rent your house?
Yeah. This is apartment for rent. Yeah.
Okay. So a tenant is someone who rents the house, and a landlord is someone that you rent the house from. So
Yeah.
like I said, my neighbor has made an apartment in her basement.
Okay.
So those men are the tenants in that apartment, and she's the landlord in that apartment for that apartment. Okay, so then it says listen, listen and repeat.
Okay.
Page 119. Exercise E. Listen.
I have some questions about the apartment. Is there a sofa?
Yes, there is.
Are there any lamps?
No, there aren't. Listen and repeat.
I have some questions about the apartment. Is there a sofa?
I have some questions about the apartment. Is there a sofa?
Sofa.
Yes, there is.
Yes,
Yes,
there
there
is.
Are there any lamps?
Are there any lamps?
Is any
No,
lamp?
there aren't.
No, there
There,
aren't.
there aren't.
Now that aren't, I'll put it down here. Okay, but I'll have to, okay. AREN apostrophe T, that means are not.
Mhm.
So aren't means are not.
Are is now.
Yes,
Mhm.
aren't. And see, this part is are and there's not. So aren't. And the O is left out and the apostrophe is put in.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll be A and then you be B. All right?
Okay.
I have some questions about the apartment. Is there a sofa?
Yes, there is.
Are there any lamps?
Um, no, there aren't.
Okay. So do you need to do anything or they're just walking through?
Okay.
Okay. So you be A and I'll be B.
Oh, okay. Um, you have some question about the apartment. Is there as a sofa?
Yes, there is.
Uh, are, are there any lamp?
No, there aren't.
No, there. Okay.
So I'll be A.
Okay.
I have some questions about the apartment. Is there a sofa?
Yes, there is.
Are there any lamps?
No, there are.
So now you're A and I'll be B.
Okay. I have some question about the apartment. Is there a sofa?
Yes, there is.
Is there any lamp?
No, there aren't.
Okay.
I have some questions about the apartment. Is there a sofa?
Yes, there is.
Are there any lamps?
No, there are.
Okay. Whenever you make a sentence with there is, if you make it a question, it becomes is there. So like up here, you say there is, and down here, a question is there a stove. So you turn it around, you put the verb first for the question.
Okay.
And that's what it's talking about next. So F, is there and are there. So
Okay.
question 1, is there a dishwasher? Yes, there is. No, there isn't. And see in that little box beside it, it says isn't, is plus not. So
There is sofa here.
it's going to go over there.
Mhm.
Okay, so let me do it this way. Let me just do it this way. Let's do it this way. And okay, so aren't is are not, and isn't is not.
Is not.
So the next line says, are there any beds? So in the first one, is there a dishwasher? A means one. A dishwasher would be one dishwasher, so you use is.
Yes.
But any is talking about more than one.
Mhm.
So are there any beds? Are goes with more than one, any. So you use, are there any beds? Yes, there are. No, there aren't.
Mhm.
So in G, it says write the questions and the answers.
Mhm.
So number 1, they've got it there. Is there a stove?
Yeah.
And the answer is yes, there is.
Yes. It do. Yes, there is. Okay.
So you put
There
that
is.
there is, you have to write the there is in the book.
Yeah. Just write it. Yes, there is.
The yes is there and put it, there is.
Mhm.
Okay? So number 2,
Okay. Are there and are there any chair?
yes.
Mhm.
And what's the answer?
Is are there any chair?
And what's the B?
The B is, let me see, yes, there, yes, there. In B, this is wrong.
So see, number 2, A, are there
There,
any chairs? And B, yes, there are.
there are, yes, there, no, yes, correct. There are, okay.
Okay, can you do number 3?
The number 3 is are there. This is, number 3 are there.
And what's the rest of the sentence or question? Are there what?
It are, okay, this is number 3 are there, there,
The word here,
there,
any?
any lamb.
Yes.
Mhm. Okay, this is the B, there are,
Yes. It's a
right?
no,
Mhm.
so it's there aren't because it's no.
Mhm. Okay, this number 4, this is number 8. No, this correct. This B, this number 3 is yes, there. Number 4, and no. Yeah. Okay. No, there. Yeah. Yeah, correct.
So what's in number 4?
Number 4 is is there a washing machine?
That's right.
Mhm. And B is no, there is, no, there
Isn't.
isn't.
Yes.
But,
It's like they put an extra letter or two in there.
mhm,
It means is not, but you
mhm.
say it isn't.
Yeah, isn't. Is, no, isn't. Mhm. Okay.
All right. These are little conversations. Just like the tenant, the woman is asking the landlord questions. These are little conversations.
Okay.
So I'll start and I'll do A and I'll do all the A's and you do all the B's. Is there a stove?
There is little B or
That's
wait,
right.
A.
You'll do B. So on number 1,
Okay.
I'll do A. Is there a stove? And you do B.
Okay. That's right. Uh, me is B, right?
Yes.
Okay. There is.
You have to say the yes as well for it all to
Mhm.
make sense.
Okay.
Yes, there is.
There there is.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let's try number 2.
Okay.
Are there any chairs?
Yes, there are.
Good. And number 3, are there any lamps?
No, no, there are.
And number 4, is there a washing machine?
No, there is.
Okay,
Mhm.
so now you do A and I'll do B.
Okay. Is there a stove, stufa,
Stove.
a stove?
If that word's going to be a problem for you, write it down so that you can practice it. It's a
Mhm.
stove. It's the
A
thing you
stove.
make the meal on. You cook
Okay.
the breakfast and lunch and supper on.
Mhm.
So
Is there a a stove? Stove.
that's correct.
Mhm.
Yes, there is.
Is there? Uh, are there are there any chair?
Yes, there are.
Yes, there are. Are there any lamp?
No, there aren't.
No, there aren't. Is there washing machine?
No, there isn't.
Okay, correct.
Okay, now I'll be A. Is
Okay.
there a stove?
Yes, there is.
Are there any chairs?
Okay. Yes, there are.
Are there any lamps?
No, there any are
Aren't.
arm.
Is there a washing machine?
No, there is any.
Okay, now you be A.
Okay. Um, is there a stove?
Yes, there is.
Are there any chair?
Yes, there are.
Are there any lamp?
No, there aren't.
Is there washing machine?
No, there isn't.
No, there isn't. Okay.
So I'll be A and you be B.
Okay.
Is there a stove?
Yes, there is.
Are there any chairs?
Yes, there are.
Are there any lamps?
No, there aren't. Aren't.
Is there a washing machine?
No, there isn't.
Okay, and now you'll be A.
Okay. Is there a stove?
Yes, there is.
Yes. Are there any chair?
Yes, there are.
Are there any lamp?
No, there aren't.
Is there washing machine?
No, there isn't.
Okay, no, there isn't.
I just see something that I didn't finish.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let me highlight that part. Okay. All right. So I'll be A. Is there a stove?
Um, yes, there is.
Are there any chairs?
Yes, there are.
Are there any lamps?
No, there are.
Is there a washing machine?
There isn't.
Okay, so now you're A.
Okay. Is there a stove?
Yes, there is.
Mhm. Are there any chairs?
Yes, there are.
Are there any lamps?
No, there aren't.
Is there a washing machine?
No, there isn't.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll be A. Is there a stove?
Yes, there is.
Are there any chairs?
Yes, yes, there are.
Are there any lamps?
There, no, there are.
Is there a washing machine?
No, there isn't.
Okay, now you be A.
Okay. Is there a stove?
Yes, there is.
Uh, are there any chairs?
Yes, there are.
Are there any lamps?
No, there aren't.
Is there washing machine?
No, there isn't.
Okay.
Okay, you want to do it again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a stove?
Uh, yes, there is.
Are there any chairs?
Any chair? Yes, there are.
Are there any lamps?
There any lamp? No, there are.
Is there a washing machine?
No, there isn't.
Okay, now you be A.
Okay. Is there a stove?
Yes, there is.
Are there any lamp?
No, there aren't. You missed number 2.
Me or you?
You said about the stove and then you didn't say about the chairs. Okay, so are we on 2 or 4?
Huh. Okay. Now it's about number 2.
Okay,
Um, are there any chair?
yes, there are.
Mhm. Okay. Uh, are there any lamp?
No, there aren't.
Is there washing machine?
No, there isn't.
Okay.
Now you want to do it again or no?
Uh, okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a stove?
Um, yes, there is.
Are there any chairs?
Yes, there are.
Are there any lamps?
No, there aren't.
Is there a washing machine?
No, there isn't.
Okay, now you're A.
Okay. Um, is there a stove?
Stove.
A stove?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, there is.
Are there any chair?
Yes, there are.
Are there any lamp?
No, there aren't.
Uh, is there washing machine?
No, there isn't.
Okay.
So again or no?
No.
No, okay.
Mm-hmm.
After all, it's not for me that I'm doing this. This is for you. So I want to be sure to give you what you want. All right, now let's go to the workbook, page 78. Now, these pictures aren't exactly the same as the pictures in the textbook, but they should be close enough that you should do okay. So you are given the words there at the top, and then you're given the pictures, and you put down below the pictures the name of each thing. Okay? All right. So what's number one?
Is what is thing?
Okay. Something happened to your sound. What's number two?
This watch
Okay. And number three?
dresser,
Dresser.
dresser,
Now
dresser.
this picture looks different from the other picture, but it's a place where you would fold up the clothes and put them in it. So like you would fold up your socks and put them in there. You'd fold up your undershirts and put them in there. Things like that. So that's a dresser.
Dresser.
See right here? Dresser.
Mm-hmm. Correct. Dresser, dresser.
Okay, and number four?
Stove, stove.
Remember, in English, you don't say that last E. So
Stove.
on washing machine, you don't say that last E, you stop with the N. On stove, you stop with the V, you don't say that last E. Okay, and number five?
Bed,
Right. And number six?
sofa,
Yes. And number seven?
refrigerator, refrigerator.
You know, you do much better than that, than someone else that I was teaching. She just had a horrible time, and you've done really very well with it. Okay, and number eight?
Number 8 is dryer,
Dryer.
dryer, dryer.
Okay. It's like it's like that Y is an I sound, dryer.
Right. Okay.
I'll put a dryer.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And any of these words you're having trouble with, that's what you want to write down and practice it. Because that's the only way you're going to learn it. How many times does it take to learn a new word? 50 times, 50 veces. We just
50
don't have
veces.
enough time to practice stove,
Right.
stove, and dryer, 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 dryer. It's something that you'll just have to work on your own. All right, and number 9?
Lamb.
Yes. And number 10?
Chair.
Good. And number 11?
Table.
And number 12?
And sink.
Okay, any questions?
No, this is paid. This is the practical, the dryer.
Dryer
Practical 50 times.
and stove. Those are the 2 words that you have problems with. And you do refrigerator great. You know, everybody's different. You don't have problem with refrigerator. You just have a little problem with stove and dryer.
What happened con Rosa? No there in the class today?
I don't know. She was coming and she was being very helpful. And so maybe I just need to send her a message and say, are you okay? You know, did she get sick or something? I don't know.
Okay.
With you, I kind of figure when you don't come that you had to work late.
Okay.
But with her, I don't know. Did she have to work late? Did she get sick? I don't know. So we'll just have to ask her.
Okay.
All right, now we'll go on to page 79. And it says part B. And it says complete the questions and the answers. So on number 1, is there a sink? This is just like what we were doing with the other one. Means 1. So you use is, you put the verb first. Is there a sink?
Okay.
And then the answer is yes, there is. So in the question, you put the verb first, and in the answer, you put the verb second. Okay? So what would number 2 be?
Number 2 is are there any table?
Yes. And the answer to that?
There are.
You have to use that no. It doesn't.
Number 2.
Yes.
Right.
On 2B, the no's there, but you have to put there, not just there aren't, but no, there aren't.
No, okay. No, let's see. No, there.
See, the no is already there.
Okay. Okay. No.
All
Let me
right.
see. Let me see 1 second. There's number 2, and the question is no there yeah. No. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, are you ready for number 3?
Let me see. Yeah, for number 3 is are there any chair?
Perfect. And what's the B?
The B, there aren't.
No, there.
No, yes, no, there aren't.
Good. Okay, and then number 4.
Is there drawing?
And
And
what's
B
yes,
is there is there is
isn't.
isn't
It's like
is
on aren't, you leave the E out,
mm-hmm,
and on isn't, you put an extra E in.
mm-hmm.
So it's like, and let's see, let me just come over here. It's like you say, and you say it ARN apostrophe T.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way you say it. Oh, it's not liking that I spelled it wrong.
Yeah.
And on isn't, you spell it ISN apostrophe T,
Mm-hmm.
and you say it is int.
Is
Okay, let me take something out. Here's some room. Okay,
yeah.
there. So this is the way you say it, aren't
Mm-hmm.
and isn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you put this E over here or something, I don't know. But see, the aren't, you say it aren't. And
Mm-hmm.
isn't, it's like you put that E in there, isn't.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, it's just crazy English.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. Why Royce is there? Why? And number 4. Okay. Are mm, no there isn't.
That's correct.
Okay.
And some of these, it's just practice. All right, so now we're down at number 5.
Are there any beds? Yes, there are. Mhm.
Oh, there's
Number
the answer down here.
and number 6
Okay,
is there a washing machine? Yes, there is. Yes, is correct. There is.
now these are little conversations like in the other book. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll start out with A and you be B, okay?
Okay.
So is there a sink?
Um, yes, there is. Yes, there is.
Are there any tables?
Uh, no, there are.
Are there any chairs?
No, there is any easy. Any.
On number 3B, it has to be aren't because it's are there any? So that's plural. So see, you use are in the question, you have to use aren't in the answer.
Mm-hmm.
So are there any chairs? No, there aren't.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So number 4, is there a dryer?
Number 4 is number right. No, there no isn't.
That's right.
Mhm.
Are there any beds?
Yes, there are.
Is there a washing machine?
Yes, there is.
Okay, now you be A.
Okay. Um, is there is a sink?
Yes, there is.
Okay. Are, are there any table?
No, there aren't.
Are there any chair?
No, there aren't.
Is there drawer,
Dryer.
dryer?
No, there isn't.
Are there any bed?
Yes, there are.
Is there washing machine?
Yes, there is.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Okay.
So now I'll be A. Is there a sink?
Um, yes, there is.
Are there any tables?
No, there aren't.
Are there any chairs?
No, there isn't.
No, it's got to be aren't because it's
No,
any
there aren't.
aren't.
Correct.
That's what it's got to be.
Aren't.
Okay, so let's do 3 again. Are there
Mhm.
any chairs?
It is in chair. No, there aren't.
Good. Number
Mhm.
4, is there a dryer?
No, no, there isn't. Isn't.
That's right. Number
Mhm.
5, are there any beds?
Yes, there are.
Is there a washing machine?
Yes, there is.
Okay. Now you're A.
Okay. Is there anything? I see.
Yes, there is.
Mhm. There any table?
No, there aren't.
Are there any chair?
No, there aren't.
Is there drawer? Drawer?
Dryer,
Dryer?
dryer,
Dryer? Dryer?
dryer.
Is there a dryer?
No, there isn't.
Mhm. There any bed?
Yes, there are.
Is there washing machine?
Yes, there is. Okay,
Okay.
I'll be A. Is
Okay.
there a sink?
Yes, there is.
Are there any tables?
No, 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 there aren't.
Are there any chairs?
No, there aren't.
Is there a dryer?
No, there isn't.
Are there any beds?
No, yes, there are.
Is there a washing machine?
Yes, there is.
Okay, now you're A.
Is there any, no, yeah. Is there a sink?
Yes, there is.
Are there any table?
No, there aren't.
Are there any chair?
No, there aren't.
Is there dryer?
You're getting there. It's practice. No,
Um,
there isn't.
are there any bed?
Yes, there are.
Is there washing machine?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Is there a sink?
Yes, there is.
Are there any tables?
No, there are.
Are there any chairs?
There are.
Is there a dryer?
There isn't.
Are there any beds?
Any bed. Yes, there are.
Is there a washing machine?
There, yes, there isn't.
Okay, now you're A.
Okay. Is there a sink?
Yes, there is.
Are there any table?
No, there aren't.
Are there any chair?
No, there aren't.
Is there a dryer? A
No.
dryer. Okay.
Yeah, you
Is
said it right. You did it
is
well. It's
is
practice, isn't it?
is are there any bed?
Yes, there are.
Is there a washing machine?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Is there a sink?
Yes, there is.
Are there any tables?
No, there are.
Are there any chairs?
Yes. No, there are.
Is there a dryer?
No, there isn't.
Are there any beds?
Yes, there are.
Is there a washing machine?
Yes, there is. Yes.
Okay, you want to do it again?
It's okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now then, I'm going to have to change the CD,
Mm-hmm.
and this would be the same CD that you have.
Mm-hmm.
Same with your workbook,
Okay.
and it says play track 45, listen. Circle A or B.
Okay.
Now I have to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here it goes.
Okay.
Page 79. Exercise C. Listen. Circle A or B. 1. Is a stove in the apartment?
Yes, there is.
Okay, so on number 1, see they circled A because yes, there is a stove in the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see about number 2.
Okay.
2,
Are there any lamps in the apartment?
Oh,
Oh, there.
okay, hold on. I've used this so many times, it's not working too well. So page 79.
Mm-hmm.
And in the back, it actually has the audio script. So that's what I'm looking for. Okay. And number 2, are there any lamps in the apartment? No, there aren't.
No, there.
So which one would you circle, A or B?
A. Number 1, little A.
No, number 2.
Number 2. Circle
Okay,
there.
let me read it again. Number 2. Now,
Mhm.
this is just exercise C. It's not up there at the top, exercise B. Are there any lamps in the apartment? No, there aren't.
No, there. Yes, this little A.
Well, letter A would say there are lamps in the apartment. Letter B says there aren't any lamps in the apartment. And this is
There
what it
are
says on the CD.
none.
Are there any lamps
There.
in the apartment? No, there aren't.
Mhm.
So which one would it be?
There are this. There are lamp in the. There are. There aren't any lamp in the. There aren't. There. Yeah, these are
Okay, let me read it again.
mhm,
This is the question. Are
mhm,
there any lamps in the apartment? The answer, no, there aren't.
mhm.
So on part 2, in the C, part 2, A, are there lamps in the apartment?
There
Let me
are.
start that again. Number 2, A, there are lamps in the apartment. Number 2B, there aren't any lamps in the apartment.
It's little bit.
Yes. Are there
Okay.
any lamps in the apartment? No, there aren't.
Mhm. Okay. Number 2. There.
So number 2 is B.
Okay.
All right. And then number 3, are there any chairs in the apartment? Yes, there are.
There are. There are. Yeah, this. Yeah. There is. There. Number 3. There are. Little. Oh, no. There is.
Okay,
Chair.
I'm going to read the conversation again.
Mhm.
Number 3, are there any chairs in the apartment? Yes, there are.
Yes, little A.
Yes. So it would be an A.
Mhm. The number
For number
4,
3. Okay,
number 3.
that's number 3 is an A. All right, now we're to number 4. Is there a washing machine in the apartment? No, there isn't.
Okay, there isn't. There isn't. Little A.
Listen to it again. Number 4. Is
Mhm.
there a washing machine in the
There
apartment?
is. There
No,
is.
there isn't.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. There is a watch. Um, little big, little big.
Yes, there isn't a washing machine in the apartment.
Mhm. Okay. There are tables in the apartment.
Okay, number 5.
Mhm.
Are there any tables in the apartment? No, there aren't.
Yeah. There are is little A.
Let me read it again. Number 5. Are
Mhm.
there any tables in the apartment?
Is
No,
there
there aren't.
okay, big?
That's right. No, there aren't.
No, there are. Mhm. This number
Okay,
6.
number 6.
Yes,
Is there a bed in the apartment? Yes, there is.
yes, there is. Yes, yes, there is. Little. Yes, there is. Uh, little A.
That's correct.
Mhm. Okay.
So you should have on number 1, you should have A circled. On number 2, you should have B circled. Number 3, A. 4, B. 5, B. And
B.
6, A.
A. Yeah.
So is that what you have?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Now let's go back to the textbook and page 120. I'll see if I can clean this any. I don't know if I can. I've had it for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't have fingerprints on it. I don't know what it has on it. Maybe scratches or something. Okay,
Okay.
so page 120. Now it's
Now,
going to start talking about something completely different.
that's the for this address.
Okay, it's ask for and give an address.
Mm-hmm.
Are you tired?
Yeah.
You want to stop or you want to do this page?
Suppose we are ready. Get ready. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it says ask for and give an address. Then A, look at the addresses. So what's the address for number 1?
Yeah, for number 1 is 1498 Bank Street.
Good. And that's the way we usually break it up. The first 2 numbers and the second 2. And then on number 2,
Number 2 is 34 Park Avenue.
good. And number 3,
527 Lake Driven.
okay, it's Lake
Lake Driven.
and Drive.
Right.
Remember, that's another situation with the E. You don't say that E.
Right.
So it's Lake Drive.
Lake Drive. Okay.
And even the lake, you don't say that E.
Lake.
Okay, and number 4,
Nice Turn River Road.
good. And number 5,
14 Cherry Lane.
and number 6,
5 Siren Boulevard.
and that word boulevard is not even English, it's French.
Page 120.
Okay, so I'm going to listen and point, listen and repeat.
Exercise A. Listen and point. 1. 1498 Bank Street.
49.
2. 34 Park Avenue. 3. 527 Lake Drive. 4. 910 River Road.
19.
5. 14 Cherry Lane. 6. 5 City Boulevard. Listen and repeat. 1. 1498 Bank Street.
1498 Bank Street.
2. 34 Park Avenue.
44
3. 527 Lake Drive.
Lake Drive.
Okay.
4. 910 River Road.
19.
5. 14 Cherry Lane.
14 Cherry Lane.
6. 5 City Boulevard.
Okay,
Okay.
so on the street signs, you're not going to see the words written out. Like my street is called Martindale Drive, and you're just going to see a DR. So I've got here some of the ways that these different words are abbreviated. So like street, usually you'll just see the ST. Road, you'll usually just see the RD. Avenue, you'll just see AVE. Lane, you'll see LN. Drive, it'll say DR. Boulevard, it'll say BLVD.
BLBD.
Parkway, it's going to say PKWY.
PKWY. That's hallway.
Yeah, that one's Parkway. And then
Mhm.
highway, it's going to say HWY.
A-W-I. Okay.
What's the street that you live on? What's the name of your street?
My street?
Yeah, where you live.
Um, the highway or the my street, my house?
At your house.
Uh, um, 123 Lincoln Secret.
So it's a court?
No, circle.
Oh, circle.
Yes.
Okay, so we have two more. Just a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, and CIRCLE. Is this what it says, circle? And that's CR.
That's my CD.
So this is confusing a lot of times because someone's given you their address and on the street sign, it just says AVE for avenue or BLVD for boulevard. So it takes some learning how to do it. All right. And your zip code, there's always going to be 5 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
So always you're going to have 5 numbers with your zip code.
Mhm.
All right, now on part B, it gives you in the book 2 addresses. And see, like on number 1, A says 207 John Lane, and
Mhm.
B says 270 John Lane. So the first would be 207 John Lane, and B would be 270 John Lane. So let's listen and see what we would hear there.
Page 120. Exercise B. Listen for the address. Circle A or B. 1. 270 John Lane.
So what did they say? What did the man say?
You are right. It's two. What is it? 15 City Street.
No, we're not there. We're on number 1.
Okay, number 1 is
Okay, let's listen to it again.
John Lane.
Okay, let's listen
Page
to it.
120. Exercise B. Listen for the address. Circle A or B. 1.
It's B.
270 John Lane.
Okay.
So what did he say?
Is 270 John Lane.
So which letter is in front of
B.
270 John Lane?
B.
Okay. So see, that's how this part works.
Mhm.
2. 15 City Street.
15 City. Yeah. Little A.
Yes,
15 City Street.
that's right.
Mhm.
3. 1460 3rd Avenue.
Yeah. Little A, 14, 16, 30 Avenue.
Okay.
Mhm.
And number 4?
Mm.
4. 60 Park Drive.
Um, Little B,
Yes.
16 Park Drive.
And number 5?
5. 319 Sun Boulevard.
Little B,
Yes.
319 something Sunny Boulevard.
Okay. So number 1, you should have letter B circled.
Mm-hmm.
On number 2, you should have letter A circled.
Yep.
And number 3, letter A.
Mm-hmm. Circle.
And number 4, letter B.
Mm-hmm.
And number 5, letter B.
There'll be, yes, correct.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now there's 6 more, and it's going to give you the number. Like on number 1, it's 75 Sandy Boulevard. So it's going to be the number 75.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's listen and see what is on number 2.
Just a number 2
Page
is
120. Exercise C. Listen. Complete the addresses. 1. 75 Sandy Boulevard. 2. 1325 West Avenue.
yes, it's correct. It's 1325 West Avenue.
Okay, and
Mhm.
number 3.
3. 5 Main Street.
5 May Street.
Okay, and number 4.
4. 836 Jones Road.
836 John Road.
5. 1514 North Drive.
1514 North Drive.
6. 26 Town Lane.
26 Town Lane.
Okay,
Okay.
so on number 1, you should have 75 Sandy Boulevard.
Yes.
And on number 2, you should have 1325 West Avenue.
Yes.
And number 3 is 5 Main Street.
5 May Street.
And number 4 is 836 Jones Road.
Yeah.
And number 5, 1514 North Drive.
Okay. Number 6 Town Lane.
26 Town Lane.
26 Town Lane. Yeah.
Okay, let's
Okay.
stop there because we don't have time to finish a whole nother page.
Okay.
And next week, we'll start on this page, on this section,
Mhm.
So it'll be page 120 where we'll start and see how far we get.
Okay.
All right.
Mhm.
So you have some things to work on, but
Mm.
that's what's going to get you better. And the more you can practice your English, the better off your English will be.
Okay.
So you have a good week, okay?
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Hasta luego. Hasta next week. Yes.
See you next week.
Okay.